Hi, welcome to Online for Love. I'm Tyler, your online dating expert, and today we're going to be comparing two huge dating websites, Bumble and Hinge. Okay, so being single is great for a while. You can really focus on yourself and find out more about yourself and feel better. But now that you've done that, you're ready to move on in life and share your wonderful life with somebody else. The best way to do this in the 21st century is to jump onto an online dating website to help you find your match. And it's really hard to narrow down which website is the best one for you. Is it Bumble? Is it Hinge? Is it Tinder? Is it Grindr? There's so many options out there, but luckily Online for Love has an online dating website quiz that you can take in the description and down below to help you find the perfect website for exactly what you're looking for. But for now, today, I'm going to compare 6 crucial categories between Hinge and Bumble. Those 6 categories are the sign-up process, making contact or matching, success rates, cost, interesting features, and the easier use / design. Before I jump into this though, I want to let you know that all of this information is being taken from an article that you can find in Online for Love. And all of the facts and figures are only true at the time of me recording this video. So if you want to see all of the updated numbers, such as the cost, the amount of people on the website, you can jump into the description down below and find the article version of this video down there. All right, without further ado, let's jump into our first category in the list, which is the sign-up process. The sign-up process is really easy on both of these websites, and if it just came down to simplicity itself, these websites would really tie, if I'm being honest. Both of the websites allow you to sign up with Facebook, and both of them allow you to upload 6 photos, so be sure to choose wisely. Hinge also allows you to add some more options, and those options are categorized as vitals, which includes your gender, ethnicity, or if you want kids, your virtues, which is your education or your religion or your occupation, and your vices, which are things like drinking and smoking. And you have the option to not answer these questions if you do not want to. Your profile is also required to have 3 prompts, which you are allowed to answer with up to 150 characters on each prompt. And there's a ton of different prompts to choose from. There's things like 2 truths and a lie, or what your favorite quote is, which are both great conversation starters. If you can't choose something to say off the top of your head, luckily Hinge gives you about 80 prompts to choose from in order to give you some ideas on what you can write. In addition to having 6 photos on your Bumble account, Bumble also allows you to have your Instagram linked to your account, and it will display your most recent 24 photos from your Instagram. You're also required to set up some basic filters, which include your age, the distance, the gender that you're looking for, the gender you are, and you can also set up 2 premium filters as well. You're also required to fill out a 300-word About Me section, which should be as creative as possible to catch as many eyes as you can. I think for the sign-up category, I'm gonna have to choose Bumble as the winner, because even though it doesn't have as many features as Hinge does, it's a lot simpler and quicker. So the next category we're gonna talk about is making contact and matching. And when it comes to this category, the most important thing that you can do is have a good profile to set yourself up right away. And luckily, Online for Love has some guides for you in the description down below for both men and women on how to make your profile the most ideal it can be to make the most matches possible. So it's come time to let somebody know that you like them, and on Hinge and Bumble, they have 2 completely different ways of approaching that. On Bumble, it works very similar to Tinder, where you either like or dislike their profile in order to let them know how you think about them. And then Hinge, on the other hand, doesn't believe in swiping, and they believe that you should like a specific piece of a person's profile, which can be either a photo or a prompt that they had to write. Hinge takes a more proactive approach by sending you matches based on your filters and preferences. The suggestions are also based off the calculations of Hinge's Nobel Prize winning algorithm. Additionally, it also gives you a most compatible match option, which raises your chances of actually going out on a date with that person. After initial conversation has started, you can speak freely between each other with no restrictions at all. Bumble, on the other hand, has a more restrictive and specific chatting policy. In addition to that, after contact has been made, the female actually has to message first, and she only has 24 hours to do so. And once she does message you, then the male has to message back within 24 hours as well. And if either one of you miss that 24-hour mark, your match is gone. The 24-hour rule also applies to the business and the friendship parts of the app as well. However, it doesn't matter which sex you are, either one of you can reply first to your match. As far as the making contact and matching category, I'm gonna have to go with Hinge on this one because it seems Bumble really does restrict what you can do as far as a first impression goes as a guy. Next, we're gonna jump into success rate, but before I do that, I would invite you to like the video if you are enjoying it and to hit subscribe to make sure you do not miss out on any other dating tips from Online for Love. Just like with any other dating app, the success rate depends on what you deem a success is. Is a success going on a date with a match? Or is it going on a second date with a match? Or is it simply just being able to have a relationship through the app with other people without actually going on dates? Statistics show that about 80% of matches on Bumble result in at least a first date. And as far as a second date goes, there's really no information on that. But on Hinge, there's about a 90% chance that when you make a match, you will go on a first date and be happy about it. And there's a 72% chance that those people will want to go on a second date again. However, it should be noted that because Bumble is 4 times as many people as Hinge, Bumble does actually result in a bigger number of dates than Hinge does. As far as the success rate goes, I think I'm gonna have to jump with Hinge on this one because even though they do have less people on the app, it seems like they have more successful matches in order for dates to actually result. So the next thing we're gonna talk about is the cost. And just like in in-person dating where you might have to buy a dinner or go and get a coffee or a scone for somebody, in the online world, you have to buy a membership in order for you to initiate even going on a date with a person. With online dating, however, it can be a bit trickier because there's an abundance of online dating websites and they all offer different types of memberships. Some even offer coins and things like that. So let's break down how it works between Bumble and Hinge. Let's start with Bumble, where you can get a membership called Bumble Boost. Bumble Boost is a subscription-based membership and it can cost you for 1 week $10.99, for 1 month $24.99, for 3 months $54.99, or for $149.99 you could get yourself a lifetime membership. However, Bumble Boost doesn't offer you every single feature on the website, including Spotlight, which puts you at the top of the list in your area so more potential matches can see you. In order to do that, you need to have coins, and those coins cost some money, of course. It costs $9.99 for 5 coins, $24.99 for 15 coins, or $39.99 for 30 coins. Alternatively, you can use Bumble's app without paying for a membership, but you'd only be limited to doing things like matching other people and sending messages. You wouldn't be able to see who likes you, even though you didn't like them yet, and other features as well. So Hinge, on the other hand, doesn't have the coins option, but it does have the membership subscription option, and that can cost you $19.99 for 1 month, $39.99 for 3 months, or $59.99 for 6 months. There is also the option to use a free plan on Hinge, which allows you to access filters like age, religion, gender, ethnicity, stuff like that, and you can also like and message between accounts without having to pay for a membership. But the membership does give you access to see who likes you even though you don't like them yet, among other features, so it's definitely worth getting that subscription. The free plan also only gives you 10 daily likes you can send a day, where the paid plan gives you an unlimited amount. There's also the option for a 3-month trial plan on Hinge.com as well, so you can test it out before you even give them any money. As far as the cost category goes, I think I'm gonna have to choose Hinge as the winner because it's cheaper overall, the membership gives you all of the features of the site, and you don't have to buy extra coins, and it also gives you a 3-month trial so you can check it out to see if it's even worth it for you. I do want to mention as well that we do have discount codes down below in the description for certain dating websites if you are interested in saving yourself some money. So now that we talked about the cost of membership for each of these apps, what features do they actually have to offer? Understandably, depending on what you're looking for, certain features will appeal to you more than other features do. For example, on Hinge, there's a most compatible feature, which ends up matching you with someone that the algorithm thinks is the best match for you on the website at that moment and more likely to result in a date. There's also another cool feature on Hinge that's called We Met, and what this is when you exchange phone numbers with another person on the app, Hinge actually asked you if you went on a date with that person, if you enjoyed that first date, and if you would go on a second date with them again. which is where they get to fine-tune their algorithm to make sure that they're making the best matches for everybody on the website. Bumble Boost also gives you 3 backtracks a day, which allows you to undo a swipe if you swipe the wrong way on a particular person. Bumble also has other features, including Beeline, which shows you all the people who liked you, and if you want to match them, it's a guaranteed match because they already liked you. It also has the rematch, where you can match with people who have gone past that expiration point of the 24-hour initial contacts rule. And then there's also the Busy Bee, where you can extend that 24 hours if you want to give that person a little bit more time to try and talk to you. There's also the Super Swipe, which allows you to swipe right on somebody and let them know that you like them, even if they didn't match you yet. And there's also events called Bumble Hives, where they're events that are sponsored by Bumble in order for dates to meet each other in real life. As I mentioned as well, there's also Spotlight, which allows you to be put at the top of the stack in your area for more potential matches. There's 2 other sections of the app called Bumble BFF and Bumble Biz, where you can find your friends and your business partners that you're looking for respectively. You can also link your Facebook or your LinkedIn profile to either one of those sections of the app. So as far as the special features go, I think I'm gonna have to choose Bumble as the winner because there's an abundance of things that you can do on the app, and they're also really good at making puns with bees. I didn't know that they could make that many puns. So this brings us to our last category, which is the ease of use and design of each of these websites. There is nothing more frustrating than going onto one of these dating websites, taking the time to set up your profile, and then once you finally get into the app, you can't figure out how to use it no matter how tech savvy you are. I can't count the number of times that this has happened to me, and maybe I even missed my chance to meet my soulmate simply because the user friendliness was so poor. Thankfully, this is not the case with either Bumble or Hinge. I'd say that Bumble is really easier to use, and it's slightly easier than Hinge because Hinge actually requires just a little bit more information from you. Browsing through all your potential matches is pretty simple on both of the websites, but I'd actually say it's a little bit better for Hinge since they do have that algorithm that tries to help find a better match for you. The layouts and design of both of the apps are sleek, modern, and fun, and I'm sure if you use either one of them, you're gonna have a great time doing it. As far as the winner of this category comes to ease of use, I'm gonna have to call it a tie because they're both really are super simple to use, and it really does come down to the preference of the user, I think. And now it comes down to the final verdict. After careful comparisons between Hinge and Bumble and the features and the cost and everything that comes with that, I think I'm gonna have to choose Hinge as the winner slightly over Bumble. Although Hinge is essentially less versatile than Bumble, Hinge does have a higher success rate, so that really does make me favor it more. But the choice is really up to you. Maybe you're not really into dating right now and you're just looking for some friends, and in that case, Bumble would really be the choice for you. In any case, I wish you all a lot of fun browsing through your potential matches and setting up some great dates. If you liked the video, give me a thumbs up, and if you loved it, hit subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Happy dating!